The hacker was actually an older wrestler in Ontario about 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. And I loved him back in the day. He was awesome. I used to go to indie shows with my dad when I was young, before I got into it, and I used to watch him. I loved him. He was kind of a little more villainous, but he came out with the glasses with the tape in the middle, and he was actually he's a legitimate computer nerd. Like he works for RIM and BlackBerry and whatnot. So like he was the actual deal. And then I was just wrestling as Scotty O'Shea for years and years and years. And like I said, I was just Scotty O'Shea. So no matter how good my matches were, blah, blah, blah. I'm not a very built guy. And especially even back then, I was even smaller. Nobody remembered me. So I knew I needed the glue just to be remembered for things to stick. So I remember I was on Facebook one day, and I had a picture of me with those 3D glasses I wear now, with the lenses popped out. And I was just wearing those glasses. I don't know why. And I was talking to an older wrestler. His name was Bloody Bill Scullion, and he said, I was just talking to him about gimmicks, and I needed something. He's like, I don't know, let me think about it. I'll get back to you later. And then a few days later, he came back. He's like, you know, like with those glasses, you kind of remind me of like the original hacker. And I was like, yeah, oh, yeah. He's like, why don't you think about doing something like that? Like you're small and like nerdy, right? Like nobody really takes you as a threat. You're very underdog-like. Like there's something. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Like I love the dude. I liked watching him wrestle. Like I've always been a fan. I can relate to many of the nerdy-esque things, and I was just like, you know what? I think I could do this. So I asked him. I got his permission. Everything was good, and then it was just like overnight. I did a show as hacker Scotty O'Shea. I came out with the glasses, the keyboard, my still original tights because I didn't get anything made yet, and I started people started remembering me, in that I was different from everyone else. So that's really how it started, and I've just grown from it and progressed it and evolved it since.